What is an injury? An injury is when a part of the body gets hurt or damaged. Injuries can happen if we fall, bump into something, or do something unsafe. What is an injury? Example: if you fall off a bike and scrape your knee, that's an injury. Your skin gets hurt, and it might bleed or swell. What is an injury? Visual tip: show a picture of a small scrape on a knee or a cartoon character with a bandage to help kids understand the idea of injuries without feeling afraid. Types of injuries and how they happen. Types of injuries: cuts and scrapes. Cuts happen when the skin is broken, usually by something sharp. Scrapes happen when the skin rubs against something rough. Types of injuries: example: a scrape could happen if you fall on the playground, while a cut might happen if you touch something sharp, like scissors. Types of injuries: bruises. Bruises happen when tiny blood vessels under the skin get damaged, causing a purple or blue mark. Types of injuries: example: if you bump into a table, you might get a bruise on your leg. Types of injuries: burns. Burns occur when something very hot, like a stove, touches the skin and hurts it. Types of injuries: example: accidentally touching a hot pot can cause a burn. Burns can be serious, so it's important to be careful around hot things. Types of injuries: sprains. A sprain is when a muscle or ligament, the tissue that connects bones, is stretched or torn. Types of injuries: example: twisting your ankle while running can cause a sprain. Types of injuries: head injuries. These injuries happen to the head and can include bumps, cuts, or even more serious injuries if the head hits something hard. Types of injuries: example: if a child falls off a bike without a helmet and hits their head, they might get a bump or bruise. Helmets help protect against these injuries. Types of injuries: arm and hand injuries. These injuries affect the arms, wrists, or hands and can include cuts, bruises, or even broken bones if the injury is severe. Types of injuries: example: falling and landing on an outstretched hand might cause a sprain or even a fracture in the wrist. Types of injuries: leg and knee injuries. Injuries to the legs or knees can include cuts, bruises, sprains, or even fractures. These injuries often happen when running, jumping, or playing sports. Types of injuries: example: tripping while running might result in a scraped knee, while twisting a leg can lead to a sprained ankle. Types of injuries: foot and ankle injuries. These are injuries to the feet or ankles, often from twisting, landing improperly, or stepping on something sharp. Types of injuries: example: stepping on a rock with bare feet might cause a cut, while jumping from a height could lead to an ankle sprain. Types of injuries: eye injuries. Eye injuries happen when something accidentally pokes, scratches, or gets into the eye, like dust or sand. Types of injuries: example: sand blowing into the eyes at the beach can cause discomfort and even scratches on the surface of the eye. Types of injuries: mouth and teeth injuries. Injuries to the mouth and teeth can happen from falls, rough play, or sports activities, causing cuts on the lips or damage to the teeth. Types of injuries: example: falling while running might lead to a cut lip or a chipped tooth. Types of injuries: back and spine injuries. These injuries affect the back and spine and are usually caused by falls, heavy lifting, or sudden twists. Types of injuries: example: lifting something too heavy might strain the lower back muscles. Types of injuries: skin injuries. Skin injuries include cuts, scrapes, and burns and can happen anywhere on the body. Types of injuries: example: falling on rough ground may lead to a scraped knee, or touching something hot can cause a burn on the skin.